Gently close your eyes and feel the heavy, crushing weight of your to-do list, slowly beginning to evaporate in the warmth of your mind, transforming into a quiet, effortless, smooth, and crystal clear lightness. From this moment on, we are stepping away, step by step, calmly and resolutely, from the relentless grip of suffocating and rigid schedules that constantly try to rush you, restrict your breath, and trap your soul in a cage. We are softly and safely transitioning into the arms of a guided silence that holds the peace of timelessness, a space where time no longer feels like a wild beast to be chased, a relentless enemy to be fought, or an hourglass with every second slipping through your fingers. Experience with every cell of your being, in the deepest dimension, the pure, simple, and untouched miraculous beauty of unforced existence, of simply being here, without having to produce anything, rush toward anything, complete any task, or prove yourself to anyone. As you watch like a calm observer how your chest expands and contracts naturally and effortlessly with every breath, courageously and honestly confront that deep, chronic, soul-wearing exhaustion at a cellular level, born from trying to force the external world, people, events, relationships, and the vast flow of time to fit into your narrow molds and rigid, unyielding expectations. Silently and without judgment, notice the relentless friction created in your mind by trying to make everything happen exactly when you want, exactly where you want, exactly how you want, and absolutely flawlessly. Notice that hidden fatigue and chronic resistance accumulating within you, refusing to leave you even in your sleep. We try to manage life with a controlling ambition, treating it as if it were an aggressive, harsh canvas that must be painted by force down to every millimeter. A rigid painting where every cell must be filled flawlessly, or an unforgiving spreadsheet where every line must be perfectly balanced. Yet, trying to force life to comply with our desired limits and narrow plans is no different from attempting to stop the fierce, battering, and boundless waves of the ocean by simply stretching out our hands. See clearly how this relentless struggle for control consumes you from within, leaving a vast emptiness, dragging your shoulders down, stiffening your neck, and shortening your breath. This very moment is the time to completely release, once and for all, the illusion that you can manage and dictate everything, that exhausted and false pretense of control. To completely silence the inner hum, the endless mental noise created by forced productivity and the constant anxiety of achieving, staying ahead, and never missing out, surrender yourself into the arms of the universe, into a state of receptive, calm, and non-judgmental presence that tenderly accepts what is, exactly as it is. Now, silently begin to repeat that deep mantra in the corridors of your mind, in the deepest chamber of your heart, the one that will untangle your mind from these complex webs and invisible shackles, transforming forced effort into a tender surrender, a gentle flow. With every inhalation, feel the celestial space within you, and with every exhalation, release all your plans and strategies into the vast emptiness of the universe. I release the plan. I receive the moment. Let these magical words ripple through your body, melting away the tension in your muscles. I release the plan. I receive the moment. Imagine every cell and every nerve ending within you relaxing with this sacred surrender, as you finally, with absolute trust, let go of that imaginary steering wheel of control that you had been gripping so tightly your knuckles turned white. When you stop trying to control and manipulate life, the world will not stop spinning. On the contrary, everything will continue to flow with a much greater harmony and a far more flawless beauty, in its own natural rhythm and sacred timing. Notice the immense, quiet, and boundless space of stillness that suddenly opens up within you, carrying the unique lightness of this magnificent flow. When your mind is no longer flooded with anxiety about the next step, or what you will do tomorrow. When it completely stops spinning worst-case scenarios about the future, look with wonder at how vast, clean, free, and peaceful a space remains. This spacious inner sanctuary is your safest, most ancient refuge, allowing you to embrace with immense grace all the unexpected waves, sudden changes of direction, and storms life may throw your way, without causing any friction or breakage in your soul. When we fail to open this space within us, even the slightest deviation in our plans, the smallest delay life presents, cuts deep wounds into our soul, filling us with anger, panic, and a destructive urge to force things. But when you cultivate this immense, sky-wide space within, you become like wise water, which does not fight the hard rocks in its path, nor tear itself apart, or compromise its nature to wear them down. Water gracefully, subtly, and softly wins around whatever stands in its way, accepting its presence, and finds its own path to continue flowing through its grand riverbed with great joy. And you, too, today and every day hereafter, will flow flexibly, just like that wise water, around all the unexpected bumps, cancellations, and changes that cross your path. When plans change, you will not break, you will not shake, and you will not yield to anger. You will simply take a deep breath and experience the grace of that flexibility, that smooth transition, and that effortless lack of resistance. Your to-do list may still be sitting there at the end of the day, the projects to be finished, the bills to be paid, and the dozens of messages to be answered may wait right where they are, but the crushing, suffocating, breathtaking weight of that list has completely vanished, drifted away. Because you are no longer a slave forced to carry that list on your back, living dependent on its demands, you are a free being, taking deep breaths in this very moment, expanding alongside life, and drawing your own boundaries. Let the day breathe with its own mysterious rhythm and inherent wisdom. Let time flow in its own bed, at its own pace, without force. And at the very heart of that flow, simply exist as yourself, without pushing, without pulling, growing lighter and lighter with every single breath. Now, slowly, permanently anchor this deep peace, this indescribable, tranquil spaciousness into the safest, most sheltered corner of your mind and heart. Begin to feel your physical body once again, the surface you are sitting on, the air touching your skin. Wake up your fingers and toes with small, gentle movements. Roll your shoulders back slightly, opening your chest wide to this new day, this pressure-free life, and this newfound grace. Know that even when this meditation ends and you open your eyes, this quiet clarity, this immense space will stay with you, shielding you like armor with every step you take and bringing beauty to your day. When you feel completely ready, entirely light, unburdened, and renewed, with absolutely no rush, letting yourself merge into the expanse of time, with a very soft, very tender movement, gently open your eyes to this fresh new life.